Yo, what is up YouTube? It's Joe here, and I've got another awesome video for you guys. This one is a 2009 Ford F-150 that I had just picked up from the auction this week, and it has some problems. When we bought it, it was in the tow lane and it would not start, and we found a fuse that was out, and it was for the fuel injectors, or I'm sorry, it was for the fuel pump. So we replaced the fuse and it started in the tow lane. So we thought that it was a good buy, and it's pretty much worth it so far, but we did run into some troubles. So I thought that it was, when we got it started, it was misfiring pretty heavy, and unfortunately I don't have a video of the misfire. But when we got it home, we did spark plugs and we identified that the coils were firing and everything was working. We had no codes showing and the truck was still misfiring, and all my research had led me to believe that it was something under in the valve train, or just something deeper than a coil and a spark plug. So we started tearing things back, and I've got the valve cover off the truck now, and we found the problem. If you look right here, I'm gonna grab it. Let me grab all this real quick. If you look right here, this is a spring for the valve. Here's the top of the valve, and it's broken, and the spring is broken, and this roller rocker came right out under a little bit of prying. Cylinder number 5, the spark plug was smashed, so the cylinder head must have hit it or something, or a piece of the valve got in the cylinder head and slapped the spark plug, which caused some significant damage. And knowing after we pulled the valve cover, I was able to see that 2 of the valves aren't working on this cylinder number 5. So I can try and get you a better look in there, but right here is a broken valve, and that would leave me with no compression in cylinder 5. So pretty much what I have to do is I'm going to take the whole front end off the car. I'm going to remove the head from the motor, and I'm going to have the head shipped out to this place that I trust, and they're going to put a new valve in there for me, and then I'll put it back on. It's kind of a difficult job, but I got the truck for the right price, so if I fix it and it runs right, we could get a nice penny when I sell the truck, hopefully upwards to $6,000. The truck is very, very clean, and you know, the motor did run, but it had a very heavy misfire, but like I had said, it had no codes on it. So yeah, this is what I'm working with. This is my next video series I'm going to bring you guys. I don't love doing heads. It's actually one of my least favorite jobs, but I just did one on that Volkswagen back there. If you watch my channel, you saw me. I did that on a time lapse. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and get this head off this 5.4 3-valve, which the motor has some common problems. The spark plugs usually break, but I guess in this year model, they changed the 3-valve so that the plugs come out, because that wasn't a problem. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but pretty much I'm gonna go ahead and rip that head off, and it's a lot of pulling to start, but you could just see, just a quick walk on the truck, it's very clean. I'm hoping that when I go to sell it, I get nearly like $6,000. I'll only have to put about $500 worth of work into it to get it running right. That is if I fix it when I put the head back on. My next step here is, and I'm just following a guy off YouTube because that's how I do pretty much most of the work I haven't done before, I'm not familiar with, is you remove the radiator core support, you remove all these front pieces, you pull all the pulleys off and everything out of here, and it gives me enough room to stand here, so then I can pull the front cover off the motor, undo the head, and actually I have to go underneath and remove the catalytic converter from the exhaust manifold. I drop all that, and then the head comes actually right out. I have to take this intake plenum out too. The intake manifold has to come, and after that I'm able to unbolt the head, and supposedly the head will just come right out. It didn't look too difficult, so I'm willing to try it. You know, no matter what, I have to fix it because I couldn't run the truck through the auction the way it was. It didn't run well enough. Pick this truck up in the tow lane. It's going to be a little bit of work, but I think it'll be plenty worth it when it's finished, because it's a very clean truck. I'm not too upset about it. I didn't pay too much money. Hopefully it'll pay off when I'm finished. Here's the driver's side. You can see it's got a little bit of rust on the cab corners, but this is something we'll also fix, and I'm not too worried about that. The interior is not the cleanest, but it's pretty clean. Okay, if you guys are still watching at this point of the video, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I've really been trying to grow my channel. In this past month, I've gotten 50 subscribers alone, and that's more than I've had probably in the past year, and that was just in this last month. I'm going to continue to try and grow the channel. and hopefully I can get a couple new viewers on here. It would really mean a lot to me if you subscribe and hit me the thumbs up and leave a comment if you have any questions. By no means is this a how-to video, but you know, I'm willing to answer any questions and try and help you as I go along with it. If you see the video and you're like, hey, what's that mean, or how'd you do that, just, you know, hit me with the question in the comments and I'll be glad to answer. Thanks for watching, guys. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the camera and stay tuned to see the rest of the video.